You know what's funny about Hollywood? No matter how much these celebrities try to play it cool, the internet always finds a way to turn their most private moments into public spectacles. And that's exactly what's been happening lately with Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet. The two have been making quiet moves together, but let's be real, there's no such thing as quiet when your name is Kylie Jenner. So here we are again, watching her try to navigate this messy mix of fame, love, jealousy, and a movie premiere that probably should have been a celebration but somehow turned into a whole situation. And honestly, it's kind of fascinating to watch how she's trying to balance it all without looking like she's losing her mind, because behind all the glitz and fashion, you can tell there's tension she's pretending not to feel. So, here's what happened. Kylie had just finished turning heads at Paris Fashion Week, doing what she does best, stealing the spotlight without even trying. Cameras flashing, designers calling her name, every move perfectly curated like it was pulled straight from a Vogue shoot. Then, just hours later, she hops on her private jet to New York City. Now, we've all seen people online roll their eyes about her carbon footprint, but let's be honest, Kylie lives in her own universe, where private jets are just taxis in the sky. Anyway, she lands in New York to be by Timothée's side for the premiere of his new movie, Marty Supreme. And the moment she steps out, the world collectively loses its chill. Everyone's watching to see how she's going to act, what she's wearing, whether she looks supportive, jealous, or bored. Because this isn't just any movie premiere, it's her boyfriend's big moment, and the internet's already prepared to read her body language like it's breaking news. Now, Marty Supreme is this artsy, emotional film where Timothée plays a professional ping pong player named Marty, which, yeah, sounds kind of random but somehow makes sense for him. The twist though is that his co-star in this film is none other than Gwyneth Paltrow, the queen of wellness and chaos herself. So imagine Kylie walking into that screening, surrounded by critics, cameras, and fans, knowing that somewhere on that giant screen, her boyfriend is about to get pretty close with a woman who's literally old enough to be his mum. And Gwyneth being Gwyneth, she didn't exactly make it easy. She went on her press tour, casually bragging about how fun it was to film with Timothée, dropping little comments about their chemistry, and of course that one makeout scene that went viral before the movie even came out. You could practically feel the internet's energy shift when those photos dropped. People weren't even talking about the movie, they were talking about Gwyneth and Timothée kissing like it was the biggest scandal of the year. And somewhere in all of this, there's Kylie, trying to stay chill. At the premiere, people spotted her standing quietly in the background while Timothée greeted fans. No big gestures, no attention, grabbing smiles, just her being there low-key, trying to show support without making it awkward. But come on, we all know that feeling when you're trying to look unbothered while your brain is doing cartwheels. Fans noticed it too. Some were commenting things like, Kylie's always there for her man, while others were like, she looks uncomfortable, doesn't she? It's that kind of moment where you can tell she's trying not to make a scene, but the tension practically radiates through the screen. And honestly, I don't blame her. If I were in her shoes, I'd be side-eyeing the entire situation too. Gwyneth Paltrow might not have meant anything by it, but let's be real. If someone publicly joked about getting intimate with your boyfriend, you'd feel some type of way, especially when the internet keeps replaying the clips like it's a meme. What makes it worse is that Gwyneth doesn't exactly help calm things down. When she was asked in an interview if she was surprised by how viral those kissing photos went, she just laughed, saying her mom group chats were blowing up. Like, imagine hearing that while you're trying to act like it's no big deal, Kylie had to sit there and pretend like she wasn't fazed, but you know deep down she probably wanted to throw her phone across the room. It's kind of crazy because people always expect Kylie to have this unshakable confidence. And yes, she's rich, powerful, beautiful, all of that. But she's still human. Watching your boyfriend's intimate moments plastered all over the internet while another woman laughs about it in interviews can't be easy. And then you've got the tabloids stirring things up, saying stuff like, sources claim Gwyneth and Timothée built real chemistry, which just adds fuel to the fire. Meanwhile, Kylie's out here trying to keep her cool, pretending like she's fine, when you know this kind of stuff eats away at anyone with a heartbeat. And what's wild is that this isn't even the first time she's gone above and beyond for Timothée. A few months ago, remember how she flew all the way to Budapest just to see him while he was filming Dune 2? At that point, rumors were everywhere that they were falling apart, that distance was breaking them, that she was tired of the long distance thing. But she showed up like, nope, still here, still standing by my man. Classic Kylie, move dramatic, extravagant, but also kind of sweet. Of course, people twisted that too, saying she was doing damage control, trying to keep up appearances, or that it was all PR. But I think there's something genuine there, even if it's complicated. You can tell she really cares about him, but it's like she's learning that dating someone in Hollywood isn't just about romance, it's about survival. And speaking of timing, her little accident with the phone didn't help. Remember when she dropped her phone into the river and everyone online turned into detectives overnight? Suddenly, people were connecting that to Megan Thee Stallion's court case, saying Kylie's phone had deleted evidence, that the timing was suspicious. Whether or not any of that's true, the internet doesn't need proof. They'll run with anything that fits the narrative. So between jet-setting across continents, dodging rumors, and dealing with her boyfriend's steamy movie scenes, Kylie's basically living inside a non-stop gossip storm. And somehow, she's managing to look calm while doing it. I'll give her that, her composure is unmatched. Then came the other surprise, Timothée's new haircut. People might think it's not a big deal, but for his fans, that was like a global event. For months, the guy had been hiding under baseball caps like he was protecting state secrets. No one knew what was going on under there. Was it a bad haircut, a movie role thing, a personal choice? Turns out he chopped it short, like early Justin Bieber short, and the internet couldn't decide whether to love it or hate it. Some said he looked refreshed, others said he lost his signature vibe. And you know the first thought that popped up? What did Kylie think? Because, let's face it, when you're dating someone that public, your opinion instantly becomes part of the story. Fans even joked that Kylie probably said, "No, Timmy, we're not doing that," which, honestly, I can totally hear her saying in that chill but firm tone she has. What I find interesting about these two is how different their worlds are. Kylie's this global brand, a beauty mogul, a mother, a product of one of the most media-trained families in existence. Timothée, on the other hand, is the artsy film guy who quotes French poetry and acts in Oscar bait films. It's like two universes colliding, one built on aesthetics and the other on authenticity. And yet somehow it kind of works. You can see there's a weird, sincere connection between them, even if it's hard for outsiders to understand. But the internet doesn't like balance, it needs drama. So every time they step out together, every look, every smile, every moment is turned into a headline. Are they breaking up? Are they getting engaged? Is she pregnant again? It never stops, and I think that's what makes this relationship so fascinating to watch. On one hand, Kylie's used to being in control of her story. Her life has always been perfectly curated. But Timothée doesn't operate that way. He's unpredictable, quiet, almost shy in comparison. You can tell he's not built for Kardashian-level publicity, and I think that's why this pairing throws people off. It's like watching two people from completely different realities try to make something work in front of a million cameras. And every time they're seen together, the world tries to decode it like a puzzle. But beyond all the chaos, there's something almost refreshing about how they handle it. Kylie could easily turn this relationship into a marketing circus if she wanted to. We all know the Kardashian playbook post, a teaser, a drop of product, spark a headline. But she's not doing that here. She's being weirdly low-key about it, which is saying something for someone whose entire life has been televised. Maybe she's learning that not every love story needs to be content. Maybe she's just trying to have something real for once. And I think that's the heart of this whole situation. People see the glamour and forget that these are just two young people trying to figure each other out while living under the world's biggest microscope. Kylie might not have the perfect reaction every time, she might get jealous or defensive, but honestly, who wouldn't? She's doing what a lot of us would do if we were dating someone famous and dealing with everyone's opinions about it. And the fact that she still shows up, still stands by him, still smiles for the cameras, it says something about how much she's grown.